Created by developers Glowmade and published by Amazon Games, King of Meat is an online game show full of arcade combat arenas. Like any multiplayer game, it's going to live or die based on the content available. But here's where things get interesting. What if that content, every dungeon, puzzle and combat scenario, is made by you? Let's take a look at King of Meat's Create mode. We already covered King of Meat back in August of 2024, but in case you missed it or haven't heard of the game before, here's the skinny. King of Meat is kind of like if party-style games like Fall Guys had a baby with a hack-and-slash arcade game. Designed for 4 players, King of Meat will have you tackling various dungeons with a focus on platforming, combat and puzzles, all to reap the most glory and win the game show that is King of Meat. It tasks players to be contestants in a TV-like game show hosted by a corporation named Construct, and even comes with a hub-like central gathering point called the Plaza. It's full of vendors that will help you on your journey, allowing you to buy new weapons, outfits and socialise with other players. The heart of King of Meat is the various crazy dungeons players will find themselves in, and it's here where things get super interesting. Every developer-made level in King of Meat has been crafted with the same tools that the developers are now giving to the community in Create mode. Create mode is a surprisingly easy to use dungeon builder, equipping players with everything they need to build their own challenge-filled dungeons. As someone who is pretty well versed in Halo's Forge mode, I have to say I was very impressed with what the team have put together. Players get a nice tutorial from an NPC named Buzzworth Billy that walks you through every step to build a worthwhile dungeon of your own. The system itself is entirely modular, with various room sizes all able to be placed in a top-down bird's eye view layout. Doorways are easy to connect and you can snap a quick dungeon together with relative ease. Once the layout has been set, players can then enter the level and place props, enemies, traps and more. There's a surprising level of customization available, from floor and wall materials, lighting, fog, enemies, traps. I could go on. There's even a logic-based system for programming doors, switches and so on. It got my brain racing with the possibilities. You can drop into your dungeon and test things at any point, either from the start or from wherever you are. Once you've finished designing your dungeon, you also have to verify it can actually be completed before it's allowed to be published and approved for public availability. At that point, it's then something other Construct contenders can check out, rate and enjoy. There's even an inbuilt progression system with players earning tips, allowing players to rank up and earn in-game rewards. It's a neat system that rewards player creativity, and it's a smart way to get players of all sorts experimenting with creating challenging dungeons to take on with their friends. King of Meat is a game that is going to live or die by the passion of its player base. With the tools that they've put together here, it looks like they're set for a promising start. King of Meat is coming to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch at some point in 2025. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this short preview, be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and if you really love what we do, head over to Patreon where you can support us directly. Just look for patreon.com/XboxEra. We'll see you next time.